Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Danial Zikri bin Dian Shukri. I am from TBA 1145A and my matrix number is 2020835532. Today I am going to present FIN382 industry analysis. We have chosen oil and gas as our main industry. Malaysia has long relied on the oil and gas industry. It is widely used in producing, commercializing and distributing products and services in Malaysia. Not to mention, a significant amount of the state's public money comes from the sector's earning. The love affair between Malaysia and fossil fuels started in 1910, where Shell drilled the first oil well in Sarawak. Most of the country's oil resources are relatively low, and oil drilling was not very profitable. But in the early 1960s, several additional oil reserves were discovered in Sarawak, attracting attention to multinational oil conglomerates like Shell, Esso and Conoco. These days, Malaysia is the region's second largest oil producer and the world's third largest supplier of liquefied natural gas. By 2020, the nation has amassed 32 trillion cubic feet of natural gas resources. The country's oil and gas deposits are around the shores of Kelantan, Terengganu, Sarawak and Sabah. Petronas has owned all oil and natural gas production in the nation since the company's founding. Shell, ExxonMobil and ConocoPhillips are just few well-known worldwide oil production firms with operations in Malaysia. The oil and gas industry has contributed a lot to the GDP and GNP of Malaysia. It helps provide employment, bolster the domestic economy, and increase government income via payment of taxes and royalties. The oil and gas business has contributed an amount equal to 1/5 of its GDP during previous 10 years. In addition, a number of businesses that are part of the sector have started to expand their operations internationally. As a result, these businesses are bringing in significant amounts of currency from other countries, which helps to bolster the nation's economy even further. Next is the performance of the industry. The current situation in Malaysia's oil and gas sector for this year has slowed down a bit at a declining rate of 0.8%. The main suspect for the declining is the shutdown of several oil plants for maintenance. Still, the mining industry is expected to grow by 5.1% in the year's second half, thanks to more natural gas coming from existing and new gas fields. The recovery of the sector was also helped by the better production of crude oil and condensates, especially after a major oil field operation in Sabah got back up and running. Fuel prices are expected to remain high around the globe. The average price of a barrel of crude oil is expected to be $100 for the whole year. This is because of the pent-up demand caused by the transition into the endemic phase and the supply problems caused by the long-lasting political tension in Eastern Europe. Overall, in 2022, the oil mining industry is expected to grow by 2.1%. There are many backing factors in the oil and gas industry. Some of them are organizational and operational, strategic risks, innovation, financial, employee risk, social, and technological advancement. Next is the prospect of the oil and gas industry in Malaysia. Malaysia's oil and gas industry has made improvements from year to year, as well as anticipated higher world economic growth rates in 2022. According to the latest monthly report, global oil demand is expected to exceed pre-pandemic levels of 108 million barrels per day in 2022. Malaysia has divided into 3 phases to expand oil and gas. Phase 1 is to change from survival focus to growth focus, and for the second phase is to grow the industry's capacity and capability to compete effectively. The goals of these efforts include strengthening the industry's infrastructure and providing a path for further expansion for the sector's capabilities, as well as reducing fragmentation in the sector's resources for development. At this point, Malaysian oil and gas would be better positioned to gain regional and worldwide recognition and increase their attempts to succeed in overseas market. Now we will proceed to the market share of the oil and gas industry. Here we can see that Petron holds 82.6% of the total market share. The second biggest company is Hibiscus, which holds 15.3%. The third one is Rich Energy Berhad, which holds 1.4%. And the last one is Heng Yuan Berhad, which holds 0.7%. Here we can see that Petron is the largest holder, followed by Hibiscus, Rich, and lastly Heng Yuan. Lastly, we will take a look at the market size of the industry. Here we can see that Petron taking 25.79% of the total market size, Hibiscus is at 33.09%, Rich Energy Berhad is 8.8%, 22%, and the biggest of them all is Hang Yuan, which holds 32.9% of the market size. And that is all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.